The Book of Ezekiel, a full summary with meaning. Ezekiel was a prophet taken from Jerusalem into Babylon during the exile of the Israelites. A priest turned prophet, he spoke to a displaced, broken people living under foreign power. His visions and messages, full of divine fire and strange images, are not just stories of the past. They carry deep symbolic meaning for oppressed people of color everywhere who wrestle with survival, identity, and hope. Chapter by chapter flow. Chapters 1, 2, 3. The Call of the Prophet. Ezekiel's first vision is legendary. A storm cloud, fire flashing, and for living beings with faces of a human, lion, ox, and eagle. Beside them were wheels within wheels, spinning with eyes all around, representing the all-seeing presence of God. Symbolism. For the exiled Israelites, a people of color scattered by empire. This vision meant that God's power wasn't limited to a temple in Jerusalem. He moved with them, even in Babylon. Chapters 4 to 24. Warnings to Israel. Ezekiel acts out prophetic signs, lying on his side for hundreds of days, eating bread baked over dung, shaving his head. These dramatic performances symbolized Israel's sin and the coming destruction of Jerusalem. Meaning, Ezekiel made clear that Israel's downfall wasn't random. It was caused by injustice, idolatry, and leaders failing the people. For Black and brown communities, it's a warning about losing identity and culture when imitating oppressors. Chapters 25 to 32. Oracles against the nations. Ezekiel speaks against neighboring nations: Ammon, Moab, Edom, Philistia, Tyre, Sidon, and Egypt. These empires, who profited from Israel's pain, would also face judgment. Meaning, God does not forget the oppression of nations against his people of color. No empire, no matter how mighty, stands forever. Chapters 33 to 39. Hope and restoration. After Jerusalem falls, Ezekiel's message shifts. He speaks of a new heart and new spirit for the people. Then comes the famous Valley of Dry Bones. Ezekiel sees bones scattered across a valley, and God breathes life into them until they stand as a mighty army. Symbolism. For oppressed peoples, this is the ultimate vision of revival. Even when stripped of land, culture, and hope, God's Spirit can restore life, identity, and power. Ezekiel also speaks of a future battle against Gog of Magog, a cosmic enemy. God promises to protect his people and show his glory through their survival. Chapters 40 to 48. The New Temple and New Order. In the last chapters, Ezekiel is shown a detailed vision of a restored temple, holy city, and land where God's presence dwells forever. Meaning, it's not just about a building, it's about God rebuilding a nation and restoring dignity. The closing name of the city is "The Lord is there." Symbolism and hidden meanings. 1. The four living creatures. Chapter 1. Human, lion, ox, and eagle represent strength, wisdom, endurance, and vision. Together, they symbolize the completeness of God's power, protecting his people everywhere. 2. Wheels within wheels represent God's mobility. Even in exile, he moves with his people, echoing the African diaspora, where God's Spirit traveled with enslaved people across oceans. 3. The Watchman. Chapter 33. Ezekiel was called a watchman to warn the people. This is the role of prophets, activists, and leaders today, to sound the alarm when communities are in danger of assimilation or destruction. 4. Valley of Dry Bones. Chapter 37. The bones represent a scattered, oppressed nation that feels cut off. God's Spirit revives them into a living army. For people of color, this vision is a blueprint of cultural and spiritual resurrection. 5. New Heart and New Spirit. Chapter 36. God promises to remove the heart of stone and give a heart of flesh. It's about transformation from the inside out, a renewal of identity and unity after oppression. 6. The New Temple. Chapters 40 to 48. More than architecture, it's a symbol of restored community and divine presence. A future where God dwells permanently among his people, not as captives, but as a free nation. Why it matters today? Ezekiel's book isn't just ancient prophecy. It's a survival guide for any people enduring exile, displacement, or oppression. It tells people of color that God moves with you even in strange lands. Empires that exploit and oppress will face justice. Revival is possible, even from the bones of a broken past. Restoration means not just survival, but thriving with God's presence at the center. In the end, Ezekiel's message is hope. No matter how far the people are scattered, the Lord is there.